Is bigger really better? Let's find out in this review of the Moza CS V2 steering wheel. Hey guys, it's Yorkie here and welcome to the channel for today's video, and I want to start off by giving a shout out to Moza Racing for sending me the Moza CS V2 steering rim that I've got here in my hands that we're going to be reviewing here in this video. They did send me the product for free, but all the thoughts and opinions here in this video are my own without Moza interfering during the editorial process. And down in the description below is a Moza affiliate link where using that I will get a small commission on any purchases that you make on the Moza website using that link, and that support would be very much appreciated. So let's begin with the specs of the Moza CS V2 steering wheel. The wheel diameter comes in at 13 inches and is made with an aviation grade aluminium alloy for the frame and also the button housing around that. At the edge of the rim itself, we got a microfiber leather sort of material that feels fairly good in the hands, and on the back side of the rim there's two magnetic shifter pedals and Moza's fantastic quick release system. Coming back round to the front, there is 6 individual buttons, 2 joysticks, 2 rotary knobs and an LED shift bar. Aesthetically, I think it's a pretty good looking wheel rim with a very simple and elegant design. Moza do like to use the aviation grade aluminium alloy, and it's nice to see it back here with its very nice finish, as well as some forged carbon fiber shifter paddles, which is a nice visual touch as well. Ergonomically, it's a bit of a mixed bag due to the size and weight of the steering wheel. It comes in weighing at 1,890 grams, which is heavier than other steering wheels that I have tested and reviewed here in the past. And because of this weight, you'll probably want to have the Moza R9 wheelbase or a direct drive that produces more than 9 Newton meters of torque. Having that higher torque output will reduce the dampening effects that will come with that extra weight and still allow you to feel all the detail that you want to feel through the force feedback. As for the size of the wheel, 13 inches is very big, especially compared to most other sim wheels out on the market, which tend to be around 11 to 12 inches. Because of this, you will have to move your hands away from the standard 3 and 9 position handheld grips at the sides of the wheel rim in order to reach the buttons in towards the center. The 2 buttons on the outer edge aren't too difficult to reach, and you can reasonably comfortably reach those with your thumbs. However, those further in and interacting with the joysticks, you'll definitely need to move your hand away from the usual grip position in order to actually reach those and interact with the button and joysticks. Obviously, when it comes to the rotary knobs, you need to move your hand away fully for those, but you need to do that on pretty much any wheel rim that features a rotary knob anyway. The button feel themselves feels very nice and solid. They have a nice satisfying click to them, as well as the rotary knobs. These feel fantastic too. These can also be pushed in as an additional button, and overall it's an enjoyable experience interacting with them as they have a nice amount of resistance and a nice tactile click with each change of the position. As for the 2 joysticks, they feel okay. They're pretty light and easy to manipulate and quite easy to accidentally press them in multiple directions at the same time. For example, if you've got 2 different button assignments, one assigned to a joystick left and the other one to the joystick going up, it's very easy to accidentally press both functions at the same time when trying to go in one direction or another. You really have to focus on the movement that you're producing and putting on the joystick in order to avoid accidentally hitting 2 functions at the same time. It would have been nice if Moza did put a little guide or shroud within the joystick housing, as it would help prevent this from happening with the joystick's very light and easy to manipulate nature. Around the back of the rim in the leather is some finger grooves at the 3, 9 and 12 o'clock positions. These actually work quite nicely as they fit quite naturally with my fingers and the natural position that you hold the wheel, and they help provide a comfortable feel. Now when it comes to the magnetic shifters, these have a fantastic feel to them and a very nice satisfying click. Do be warned though, these magnetic shifters are loud with their metal upon metal contact, so you'll probably want to install the rubber silencers if you have other people in the near vicinity or room with you and you don't want to annoy or upset them when you're shifting up and down through the gears. In addition to this, you'll probably also want to install the spacer blocks to the shifter paddles to make them easier to reach. Without them, I was having to manipulate my grip a little bit in order to reach the shifter pedals, which I found a little bit distracting from the overall driving experience. Installing them was a little bit painful and frustrating, but it was worth it in the end. Now it feels much easier to reach the shifter pedals and feels a lot more natural. I'm not feeling distracted, I'm not having to manipulate my grip in order to reach them, and therefore my driving has improved since first starting out with the wheel rim because of this. As for the overall driving experience, I can say that I have been enjoying my time using this CS V2 steering wheel despite its size and weight. I did have to go into the Moza Pithouse software to adjust the force feedback settings in order to get back some of that fidelity and detail that I lost with the additional weight. But after those small tweaks, I've been enjoying rallying with this steering wheel. Its rounded nature lends itself really well to moving your hand about the wheel rim and catching those various drifts and slides as you quickly throw the car around left and right and drift and power slide through the various different stages. And the overall quality and functions of the wheel do provide a very nice immersive experience, especially with the size being much closer and more akin to real-world steering wheels. Generally, I've been driving with gloves whilst using this wheel, as I do prefer the overall feel and the extra additional grip. However, it is possible and quite comfortable using this wheel without gloves and just using your bare hands. The last thing to talk about here in this review section is the price of the Moza CS V2 steering wheel. Currently on the Moza website it is listed at £269 VAT and shipping excluded, also excluding any promotional or discount offers that they are running on their site. Do I think it is worth it at this price point? Probably not at full price, but I'd certainly consider it at a discounted price. Whilst it certainly is a noticeable step up in terms of quality in comparison to, say, the Moza ES steering wheel, link to my review of that here on the channel up in the card up above, it is a much better quality product this time round, offering a bit more in terms of features and functionality. However, compared to, say, something like the Moza KS steering wheel, which is currently priced at £280 VAT and shipping excluded, it doesn't provide quite as much bang for buck. The KS steering wheel has quite a lot more features and functionality on that wheel for not too much of a difference in price. Obviously, I'm comparing two very different wheel shapes here, so if you're in the market looking for a round wheel, then the Moza CS V2 steering wheel is definitely going to be a good option. You may be wanting it for some drifting or road car driving, or maybe you've recently picked up the EA Codemasters WRC title, or have gotten into rallying with Dirt Rally 2, Dirt Rally 1, or Richard Burns' Rally. Therefore, a round wheel is going to be beneficial to the overall experience for you. If you've got big hands with nice long fingers, then ergonomically this wheel probably shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. However, if you've got smaller hands, then things may be a little bit more difficult, and that is ultimately why I can't quite 100% recommend this wheel to absolutely everybody at its full price point. But certainly when it comes down in price or has a discount or promotion offer, then certainly consider it for those of you who have bigger hands and don't mind some of the ergonomic challenges. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like and check out the other sim racing product reviews that I've done here on the channel. But otherwise, please consider subscribing, and hopefully I shall see you in the next video. Until then, have fun, stay safe, take care.